work during this pandemic. Others are thinking about calling it quits. So yesterday, we told you about a study conducted by Monmouth University there in New Jersey that found 41% of couples are dissatisfied with their relationship. 41%, closing in on half of us now. So licensed marriage and family therapist Dr. George James joins us now. Of course, always good to see you, doctor.
Good to see you too.
Any change is tough, but this is life-changing change.
You know, for most parts, when we go through any major struggle, any major change, it brings a lot of stress. So whether that's you're going to move, a new job, you get married, a new child, a pandemic, these things bring on major stress. And when we have major stress, that really can impact your relationship and how you feel about that relationship.
But how do you know if it's like you're actually having issues where things might need to end versus, okay, we're all just really stressed right now and going through so much because of the pandemic?
You know, one of the things I want couples to ask themselves is this just during the past few months during the COVID-19 stay at home, or has this been going on for a long time? Have you been thinking about ending the relationship or divorce for a long time, or is just now that you're overwhelmed and stressed that you're thinking about it? That's the way to figure it out.
Now you got to decide, what are you going to do about it? The fracturing of this relationship. Let it go? Do you work on it?
Yeah, you know, one way to think about that is, what have you learned about your relationship through the pandemic? You know, did you learn that you and your spouse or partner have trouble staying connected, or that you don't like how each other parents? Figure out what the problem is. What is the thing that this pandemic is teaching you about your relationship? And then try to work on that problem if you want to stay together. If not, then it's going to be important to make sure that you find support or help or resources to figure out how you're going to uncouple or not be together.
You brought up the word work, and it sounds like it is going to take work, whatever you decide.
Yeah, you know, what I see with a lot of couples when they come to my office, they think that if they divorce or separate, that it's just going to be easy. And it's not. It still takes a lot of work, figuring out finances, figuring out children, figuring out what you want to do or how you're going to stay connected or disconnected from your partner. And if you want to be in the relationship, that is still going to take work of figuring out how to reconnect and how to be with that person. So no matter what, work is going to be necessary.
I'm telling you, you need a coach in these situations. If you can afford it somehow, get professional therapy.
Well, you know, I'm glad that you said that and you share that, of course. And you know what I've realized once again is that we don't do anything in life without support, anything well in life without support. And that's what a therapist, a counselor, advisor can be. And even if that means you have to talk to a lawyer, that's fine. That's also somebody who's going to support you. But also a therapist can help you go through the emotional things as well as figure out what decisions you need to make.
Yeah, you can help you figure out if it's too far gone, if there is a glimmer of hope, whether you work on this and maybe you can stay together. Doctor, always great to see you. Thank you for the info.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One thing I do like about that survey, Alex, though, that we talked about yesterday, is that almost 70% of people surveyed said it was going pretty well, that things hadn't changed that much.